Urban sprawl is turning the lives of Ghanaian farmers upside down. A major feature of African cities is the unplanned and outward expansion. This has led to a loss of productive peri-urban agricultural land. As early as May 2020, a research was conducted at Kumasi to show the impact of urban expansion. The expansion of urban Kumasi has led to a reduction in productive agricultural land on the periphery and a decline in cropped areas. As a consequence, output of major staples such as maize, rice, cassava, yam, cocoyam, and plantain have fallen. We are farmers, and that is what we do to survive and to take care of our children, because our level of formal education is low. All these areas that have been taken over by buildings used to be open spaces and farmlands some years ago. The future of those of us whose livelihoods are tied to the land is bleak, a male participant at Apiadu said. We have invited Kaching to spell the definitions of urban sprawl for us. Hi Kaching.
Hi, my name is Li Kaching, and today I'm going to talk about the negative impacts on our environment. The first part is urban sprawl. What is urban sprawl? Urban sprawl is the tendency of cities and suburbs to spread and encroach the outskirts of a certain area. The biggest cause of this is the fact that we do not use the land we have efficiently. On the other hand, the most serious consequence of urban sprawl is the rise in auto-dependent development, which makes car dependency mandatory, leading to more fuel consumption, more air pollution, and a number of other things. A consequence of urban sprawl is on the overall health of the human population. Longer daily commuting distances means more travel time, less productivity at work, duller social life, like less social interaction because everybody is just too busy going back and forth, strained relationships, and even psychological problems. The second part is creation of invasive species. Without its predator, a prey may increase in number to such an extent that it throws off the balance of nature and disrupts the normal ecology of the niche it exists in. Both the scenarios are not something that can be positively dealt with. The third part is genetic engineering. Anyone who has been reading the newspaper, or at least listening to people who read the newspaper, must be aware of genetically modified foods and the controversies that have given rise to. Everybody applauded the first success of Dolly, the first animal, a sheep, to be successfully cloned. However, you would have been petrified if you were to see the clones of Dolly. That went horribly wrong. There is no way to discard or throw wrong or undesired genetic manipulations. The scariest prospect is that of diseases causing microorganisms that develop a drug resistance as a consequence of drug overuse. Changes at the genetic level are permanent, and though we try our best to eliminate the bad ones, the good ones are also bound to have some effects too. So, that's all.
Recently, on 24th August 2022, BBC News reported that a North Somerset school has become one of the first in the UK to recycle its old artificial football pitch. Instead of going to landfill, Clevedon School's pitch will be turned into plastic pellets for use in a variety of products, including school rulers. Alastair Moore, project manager for Replay, has been working to take up the pitch before a new one is laid. The method was developed last year, and the school is one of the first to have it implemented, he explained. Head teacher Jim Smith said it was really important that we take this opportunity, that only comes around every 25 years, to recycle the pitch. It was really important that we are not only got a new facility for the school and the community, but also we follow the green agenda, Mr. Smith said. Now, we are joined by Yuan Ting to further explain for us.
Thank you, Chen Xing. So, when we're talking about recycling, it's one of the ways how people positively affect the ecosystems. So, when we recycle, used materials are converted into new products. It helps to reduce the need to consume natural resources. Recycling also helps to conserve important raw materials and protects the natural habitats for the future. Recycling reduces the needs for extracting, refining, and processing raw materials, all of which create the substantial air and water pollution. As recycling saves energy, it also reduces the greenhouse gas emissions, which helps to tackle the climate change. Recycling offers a positive contribution to the ecosystems of the world by using or making old products into new ones without having to take resources from nature. There are so many items in your day-to-day waste that can be recycled and made into something new. Just by putting waste papers or plastic bottles into your recycling bin, we can make sure that less waste is going to waste and more materials are made into something new. Besides that, there are also other ways how people positively affect the ecosystems, such as green and open spaces. Green spaces have a number of positive impacts on the environment, including reducing the noise, providing shade, and cooling and reducing both the likelihood of flooding and air pollution. It also increases the biodiversity of flora and fauna. Lastly, environmental protection law. It helps to keep the companies from destroying the ecosystems by preventing them from dumping industrial contaminants on the ground, into the river, or into the stream. So, human impact on the environment is the sum of all activities, behaviors that can create both positive and negative changes that affect the ecosystems. Statistics shows the consequences of past and present negative human impact. The future is not hopeless. Positive human impact can still affect change that can benefit the environmental today and in the future. So that's all for my sharing today. Thank you.